Okay, we're jumping right in because
And
we've
we're
got
back.
lots to discuss.
Yeah, we literally can't take a break because when we start talking, we're like, we gotta stop talking.
I know. Can't mention anything.
So this is our pop culture episode. This is Hannah.
And Calissa.
And Sarah. I'm snacking.
Sorry. I'm tired.
No, that's good. You're fine. We were just talking about Britney Spears getting an O-dub.
Yes.
What the heck happened?
She was on a high-speed chase for like an hour.
Shut up.
Yeah. And like,
What?
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
She'd been doing so well.
crazy.
And like I think Justin Timberlake's is it OWY, right?
Yeah, from like a year ago, right?
That's
Yeah.
like he's trying to sue them, I think,
What?
because it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
I know.
I
But
don't
like
know.
the joke is it's gonna ruin the tour.
Yeah.
And the cop is like, the cop was younger, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "My tour. Who are you?" I'm Justin Timberlake. Oh, what tour? The cop had no idea who Justin was talking about. Because I'm like, yeah, I mean, Justin kind of looks like a regular Joe Schmo. Like,
Yeah.
Especially like in his regular attire. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
dress fancy or anything. Well,
Well,
he
and-
might, but like,
Who anticipates pulling over a celebrity?
right,
Like,
right. Even in Hollywood.
I think one of our friends, Donut Operator, when he
Yeah.
was an active cop, I think he pulled over DMX.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Oh, got it, got it.
Up in here, up in here. That's
Okay.
DMX. I think
Okay.
he's pulled him over twice.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
So he talks.
What are the
he
odds?
tells stories. I know, but yep. So I just think it's kind of weird that Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake,
Mm-hmm.
because someone said it on TikTok, they're like, it's kind of weird that
They're both.
they're both in the tabloids at the same time.
Yeah.
Even in when they're prime, it was Britney Spears, Justin.
Kind of sad.
It is.
Full circle.
You know.
Yeah.
Get older. Hannah Montana reboot.
I saw a TikTok of Miley Cyrus do the climb, like in her classic, like Hannah Montana voice. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, nostalgic.
Yes.
I don't know that I'm gonna watch, but I am excited for the people who used to watch and are excited about it.
I don't
Yes.
know. I've tried watching Raven's Home, and
Mhm. Sitcoms don't hit the same as they used to when we were kids.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's very different. But I tried Raven's Home. I was excited for the Lizzie McGuire reboot too.
Yeah, but that totally got messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you're following the Hilary Duff stuff right now, supposedly it's because of Hilary Duff and her mom that it all fell through. It was the other mic.
I was like, what
So-
was that?
What was that?
Which BT Dubs, we're totally gonna go.
Have you been listening to her new album?
I haven't listened to it yet.
Who are you going
I've
with?
heard mixed things. You.
Oh, her concert?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've heard I've heard mixed things about her album. So I'm like, I've been holding off because I'm like, I'm not sure.
I started listening to it, but there's only one song that I kind of like.
Okay.
But I should listen to more if she's gonna, on tour.
I think
Which
she'll
song
play some
is
for
it
sure.
that you kind of like?
Let me pull it up.
Okay.
I heard the ending song is
Future
Like a
Tripping.
great-
Mm.
wrap up to the album. So I'm interested to hear the last song.
Right.
Yeah, I listened to it on shuffle, so that really.
Oh yeah,
me
don't do
out.
that. Why did you do that?
And then for some reason, does your Apple Music? Do you guys use Apple Music?
Yes.
Okay. Does your song
Flicker in the car?
No.
Oh.
It transitions from one song to the next
Yes,
song
you have
before
to-
it's
you-
over. I
you
need to
have
shut
to-
that off.
yes.
Because that's super
Or you
annoying
can
when
set
you're
the
listening
length of time.
to.
Like you can do 3 seconds instead of like 30 seconds or
Yeah, you missed the whole song.
yeah. So you can turn it off or you can
Interesting.
just
Yeah, it fades from one song to the
Yes.
next song. It's like who
Sometimes
came
they
up
do
with
a
that? I
really
did not
bad
consent
job.
to this.
Mhm.
I do not consent to
I've
that.
Yes.
been having problems. This is sort of off topic, but with my Apple Music, actually, and my audiobook earlier today, with the something happens between the like synchronicity between my phone and the car Bluetooth in both of our vehicles, where it will skip, and then it'll be fine for like 30 seconds, and it'll be like on songs, on audiobooks.
It makes
on-
that sound.
It will like jumble the words. Sometimes it'll play it in like 3 times speed. Sometimes it won't.
I think
And I'm
that's
just
a
like,
car problem.
what is happening? In both of our vehicles, though?
Oh,
Hmm.
that's weird.
For a while, it was just Calvin's car that he was having problems with.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was happening in both of our cars. And now my phone's doing it with both of our cars. And I'm just like, what is going on?
That's
Yeah,
wild.
It's definitely an Apple Music.
I'm
good
getting
thing.
upset though.
I use YouTube Music because I have YouTube Premium, so I'm like, I'll just use it. I actually kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
But Future Tripping's a song that I like from Hilary Duff.
What's it about?
I don't
Oh.
Her songwriting is unique.
know. I was just gonna talk about roommates
Yeah.
because Zach was talking about it.
Mm.
He's like, if my woman was singing it about a song about
Where
how
she's-
lonely she is, I would look at myself in the mirror and be like, I can't make you feel like this.
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
confused
She
about
rhymes
who she's-
roommates with roommates, and I'm like,
With that, but she's always had like a weird
If the light is off, then it isn't on.
yes. Like she's always had, what do you call that?
But like who's
unique songwriting.
Who was writing those songs? Like was she writing those songs previously?
very much her.
Yeah.
Like
And
the
no one-
old songs though?
Yeah, and everyone's
Oh.
like, yeah. And Yeah.
Okay.
she's also had some weird other lyrics.
But
too,
she
and
said
some-
that her husband co-wrote some of this with her, right?
Yeah,
Or no?
yeah. And so I'm like, the husband was okay with her like singing about
Giving
Going
head
down
in the
on
back
him.
of a dive bar.
well,
yeah.
feeling lonely that she's
And-
got to watch.
Yeah.
She
Porn?
said
Yeah.
that her she let her 13-year-old listen to the album, and I was like, really?
Mm.
Oh. So your
Mm.
13-year-old son is talking, like hearing you talk about giving head, and I'm just like, oh gosh, that's I don't
I
know.
didn't know that.
I don't know.
Oh.
But I want to go to the show just so that I can hear her old.
literally,
old
I'm like,
songs.
just sing your old songs. You can sing a couple new ones, but otherwise, stick
Yeah.
with the old.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. We'll see. I need to listen to it in full and then let my opinion be known. But
yeah.
I wasn't like super excited based on just the couple songs that I've heard,
Yeah. It's,
So. the singles.
it's different.
Yeah.
I was, like, you're excited for like your nostalgic queen to come back, and you're like, yes. And then it's like,
I think it's kind
Maybe
of
you should
hard.
have let the last impression of you be the last.
I think it's kind of hard because like as we get older,
well, that was the thing.
the like they're also getting older,
yes.
and so their content kind of changes.
Yes.
And I like that usually, I think for the most part, but in this case then it's just because it's become like dirty kind of in some way. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't really like that.
That's why the Lizzie McGuire reboot didn't happen, because she wanted real life adult problems. And Disney was like, no.
That's just not Disney.
I know. So it should have been a different, but then Disney has the rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, why fight it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Hilary Duff's acting
I know, it's not
Yeah.
great.
can just,
She still looks great though.
she looks, wonderful.
I wish I had that bod.
But even when I would watch her stuff, like a couple Cinderella
Younger?
story scenes, Raise Your Voice scenes, I'm like,
And Younger, that show that she was on afterwards.
Yeah.
I watched.
It wasn't
that.
great.
Yeah.
I was like,
I never thought her acting was that good, but she was such a girl back in the day, and I loved
know.
that.
and it's just,
And that's why
nostalgic.
it's just like, let the last impression that people have of you be
The last impression.
the last impression,
Yeah.
and just go live your life.
You don't always
Yeah.
have to be like super relevant and.
I thought of this. So I had a t-shirt business, mostly geared towards quilters, cross stitchers, and I was in my prime, and everything was going great, and things were selling, and everything was awesome,
Mhm.
right? And then it kind of just like faded off,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't do it as much. And then about a year later, I came back and I tried to do it again, and it
Mhm.
just wasn't the same.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you can't find that groove that you were in. Anyway, relating it back, it's like you can't recreate what was. You can't
Yes.
find that same momentum. It's
Yeah.
just like some things are just meant to be
What they were
what they were,
and
and
not what
that's
they are now.
let it have been successful when it was
Yeah.
successful.
That's
And
funny that you say that,
And that's
Yeah.
like when the nostalgia fuels you instead of like reality.
yeah,
Yeah.
because yes, exactly. Scrubs reboot.
yeah,
Mm.
Since my shoulder dislocation, I've been catching up on all my TV.
yeah.
I watched the reboot.
Was it
Yeah.
a full season or was it
No,
like a
there's
movie? Or?
like 3 episodes
3
out right now.
episodes in.
Okay, got it.
They still brought back that humor.
Mm-hmm.
Turk and JD.
Yep.
Carla.
Oh, she came back?
Yeah.
Most
Elliot.
of them came back.
Oh,
Elliot.
sweet. Okay, cool.
They still have that's the same like quirky
Yeah.
character
Yeah,
that we all grew up
100%.
and love. Dr. Cox.
Yeah.
Is
Al-
he not there?
out of the first episode. He hasn't come back in the next 2. And I'm like, I want, because I was curious to see how they were going to bring him back.
Yeah.
Because he was such a
Staple.
hard ass.
Yeah.
Not woke friendly.
Yeah.
And so what they did is they would have an HR person follow him around like, Dr. Cox, tone it down. And he'd be like, ugh, like,
Yeah.
because of woke culture, he can't.
Be himself.
So I have not seen him in the past 2 episodes.
And he's such a staple character.
And I'm like, come on. Like, this
Yeah.
is why we love Scrubs.
But I
Yes.
think that's why shows from those earlier years can't be
problematic.
successful
Mhm.
Yes.
because
But to like newer
audiences.
audience, they'd be like, oh, I don't like that character.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
they're making those reboots for people who grew up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's kind of like,
I'm kind of over the reboots, I think.
I don't know why they're doing it, but I was excited.
But I
Yeah,
think it
it's
just never
still
hits. It never hits. It's literally exactly what you
Yeah,
were saying. I think it
Mhm.
never hits.
Full circle to what you said. Like, let
Mhm.
it be. And I
Mhm.
don't know. They all look great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah Chalk.
Yeah, she looks
Beautiful.
great.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
Yeah,
I
watched
loved her
commercial.
in what's the one she did with Katherine Heigl
Yeah,
on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're
I
talking
forget what that show was called.
It's gonna drive me nuts.
I thought that got canceled though.
No, that had a full ending.
Yeah,
Did it? Okay,
Mhm.
I must have missed
And
that.
I was surprised
don't
that
think I
like
watched the last season.
everyone kind of forgave Katherine Heigl.
Yeah.
Well,
Firefly
sort of-
Lane.
yes, Firefly Lane.
Firefly Lane.
I'm still sort of confused about what happened with Katherine Heigl because I've heard multiple different.
She was just hard to work with.
Okay, I've heard that, but then also I heard that it was because, considering the culture of the time, like sexual harassment wise, she was just not putting up with that, and so then the rumor
That's
was
what
going
I've
around
heard.
that she was difficult to work with because she wouldn't just like
Roll
get in
over.
line and
Yeah.
get and do what they asked her to do, like sexual harassment wise.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, is there anything to forgive? Like, was she blacklisted for no reason?
Yeah.
Like,
That's my opinion of it.
That's what I'm kind of thinking too. And
You've
so
seen her
then-
in further interviews of like, are you rude? And she's
Yeah.
like, I've had a lot of time to self-reflect on this.
Yeah.
And was I rude? No, but I can relate because I was green as grass, new nurse, and thought I knew everything and worked in a bigger ER. And I was just like, thought I was cool shit. You know what I mean? And I didn't know what I know now. And
Yeah.
I've seen other people come through now that have that green as grass kind of attitude. And so she was like in her 20s
Yeah.
when she was on
Yeah.
that show. Who
Absolutely.
loves who they were when they were 20?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just happened to be in an adult workspace. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So there's probably people out there that have a poor impression of me because I,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know, I
That
was
makes
20
sense.
when I entered the workforce.
You really learn so much
yeah.
about like working with other people as you age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that and nursing,
Mm-hmm.
all different age groups.
Yeah.
All
Oh, for sure.
different,
Personality types, walks of life.
Yes.
For sure.
they like to do things a certain way, and when someone
Yeah.
new comes in, they're like,
Mhm.
I don't like that, so you got
Yeah.
to do it like this. Follow
Yeah.
the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. It's just kind of a bad cycle sometimes.
Yeah. So I guess I'm on team Katherine Heigl.
Yeah.
I am
and I
too.
could see that
I
the
think so.
media would spin it and be like, no, she was difficult to work
For
with.
sure.
She
After
was-
everything coming out in recent years with the Harvey Weinstein stuff
I
and
know,
the
I know.
Epstein file stuff and all this kind of stuff, like take it with a grain of salt, whatever you hear about people from Hollywood. I
And
don't know.
I always felt bad. Pamela Anderson,
Mm.
I was like, oh, she's such a slut and a whore.
Oh,
like, as a
gosh.
kid,
Yeah.
because they always like, oh, her and Tommy's sex tape, blah, 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 blah. And then we realized it was stolen. It
Mhm.
was produced. It
Mhm.
was sold in the black market.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And she had no idea this was happening.
Mhm.
And
She's a
she was a
victim.
victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like such a.
Yeah.
I just looked at her so terribly. And
Yeah.
Well, I think the whole world did. And
I
it
know.
was at one point, if I don't know if this is to be
'Cause I was
true because I
listening
don't
to the
follow her
media.
super closely, but
and listen
feel like
to
at one
rappers
point-
talk about it.
yeah, but at one point I think that certain people like that who have those types of reputations lean into them because it's like, if you're going to talk about me this way anyways,
Yeah.
like might as well play it up and make more money for myself or do this or that or whatever.
Right.
In the words of
And-
Taylor Swift, if I'm all dressed up, they might as well be looking at us.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Swifty.
Exactly. I totally agree though.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so
I thought of Vanessa Hudgens.
Yep.
Okay.
Hannah knows
Why? What? Tell me.
because she had her images leaked.
Oh, yeah. And what's her face? Oh gosh, what's her name? Jennifer
Jennifer
something or other.
Lawrence.
Yes,
Yes.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
All of them were.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
whole,
Yeah.
they called
And
it.
Vanessa, she was
She
in
was
her-
a
she's
teen.
a teenager.
Yeah, she wasn't even 18 yet, was she at that point?
I don't think
And
so.
what is crazy is I remember seeing the full nude
Yeah.
on Perez Hilton website.
Oh.
Because every day after school, I would go on PerezHilton.com because that's
Oh,
where I
gosh,
get all my
Hannah.
celebrity tea, my tabloid, and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, I was obsessed. But he was like, breaking news, Vanessa Hudgens nude is leaked. And I'm like, what's a nude? And I clicked on it and like literally bush and nipples and her posing on a bed with a peace sign.
Mm.
And I was
gosh.
like scarred.
I feel like he's come out and talked about that, right?
But he
Perez.
was a grown man who posted.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Underage.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's
Underage
come out and
girl.
talked about like his hand that he had at the time in
Right.
like
You have to be
distributing that kind of
first to
stuff
be-
and
to get the traffic, to
Mhm.
get the money, the revenue. But like looking back at it, I'm like, oh my God.
yeah.
I was High School Musical was
Mhm.
out. It was popping.
Same.
I was obsessed. I permed my
Absolutely.
hair to look like Vanessa Hudgens.
Did
Yeah.
you?
I did.
Oh my gosh, you'd be cute with a perm.
Absolutely. That was the thing. That was the big hit. I remember I wasn't babysitting, but I went to the family I babysat for's house because they had Disney so that I could watch High School Musical
Yes.
3.
That's hilarious.
That's the only reason why I went to my
Yes.
grandparents' house. They had cable.
Yes. So that
But-
you could watch it.
Yeah.
And it
So
was I was
funny.
so into it.
And
And
when High
it
School-
broke my heart when she did that.
It did. It broke mine. Because when
Yeah.
I watched High School Musical 2,
When
you know-
she did that,
I know. See,
Yes.
even look at my language.
Oh.
yes, same Calissa. Same.
Yes.
that's so.
So when I watched High School Musical 2,
hard.
you know, they're painting her as like, oh, I'm just this innocent little girl with
Yeah.
Zac Efron.
Yeah,
And the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, I saw everything of
yeah,
yours.
you saw your cooter girl.
I
Yeah.
did. I did. And I was just like, I don't know how I feel. But they didn't cancel her. She still kept going. She made albums.
Well, because I think
was
even
in.
at that time, like it was pretty obvious that like someone broke into their private cloud and stole images. These were
Mhm.
private images. It wasn't something that she was blasting on the internet herself. Wasn't somewhere like she went to a
And it
club
was a
and was doing
digital
this,
camera,
whatever.
too. Digital.
Yeah,
Like,
someone
Yeah.
very specifically broke into their private cloud storage to like
I
steal
know.
images. And so I think there's a level of understanding.
yes.
I think the media had progressed far enough by that point to know that there was an understanding that that was like a breach of privacy rather than
and it's
like the Pamela Anderson where the
Yeah.
whole thing was misconstrued.
and they've just been on a witch hunt ever since with Disney Channel stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus so bad to
Well,
slip out
they-
of line.
Mm-hmm.
They got her, but she did it herself kind of. She, you
Yeah.
know, like reinvented herself for that.
Yes.
And I think that was part of her playing into that whole image to
Mm-hmm.
She
break
did.
out
And
of
like
that.
you have to sign like a Disney contract. Like
Yep.
we want you to be like this.
Yes.
And she was like, I don't really
Yeah.
Demi Lovato's talked about it.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez has talked about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. Disney contract, never sign them.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess.
they won't catch me, so it's okay.
I'm past my prime.
Yep, same.
No,
Nobody wants to see this body naked
Miley
anymore.
Cyrus's brother, that Jason in Hannah Montana, he was 30.
Yeah.
We've got time.
Yeah.
You've got
But
time.
I feel
Yeah,
like
that's true.
You could be the older
That's
sister.
true. Yeah.
He from I'm confused about them hiring like 30-year-old people to play teenagers like that. That's
And everyone was like, he was 30.
It's
Like,
Yeah.
I said the
so
same thing. I thought
weird.
he was like 18.
Yeah.
I know that they do it on purpose to some degree, I'm sure, but
The
like
clothes
it's
But
and
what's
very
the
hair.
reasoning
odd.
behind it?
I don't know. I have
That's
mixed feelings
true.
about it.
Yeah.
That's true.
What
It's
was his name?
weird.
Jason?
Jason Earl.
Yeah.
But what was his name on the show?
I don't remember.
Stuart.
Oh, it was something.
Jason. Wasn't it?
No.
What was his name? Let me look
we're
it up.
gonna. I love your phone case.
Thanks.
I get so many compliments on it. If you're not obviously if you're listening to this, me and Sarah have the same phone case. I got mine specifically because of her.
It's hot.
His name was
Yes.
Jackson Stewart on the show,
Jackson
and his
Stewart.
name is Jason Earls.
There we go.
Hilarious. Both J's.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of, you bring up a good point, Calissa.
Yeah.
Why'd they hire a 30-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
sus.
mixed feelings. Like I think it's strange when they hire very young people. But then again, is it also very strange when they hire obviously quite older people to play younger roles?
Right. Because I was watching
Yes.
Grease the other day, and I'm like,
The original?
yeah. And I'm like, all these people were in their 30s.
Mm-hmm. Playing teenagers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But is it safer that way?
It is.
True. Because because there's some scenes where
Yeah.
they have to get a little
But I think also it's sort
Down
of like
in the sand.
as a
Uh-huh.
teenager watching that, seeing teenagers in
Is that a
quotations
propaganda thing?
actually being 30 years old totally put a weird spin on my mind. Like, this is what I have to look like as a teenager. This is
I
what my
gotta
body
act
should
like
look
this.
like.
I
This
gotta
is
have
what I should
hickeys on my throat.
exactly. And so I think that is
Propaganda.
very strange. Is
Yeah.
it propaganda? I don't know what it is. I get the point of it from like a legal contract, a legal side, to like
Uh-huh.
have someone who's over 18
But
obviously
why are they
doing these
pushing
things.
this onto kids who are actually in their teens?
Right. Yeah, see, it's very weird.
Tinfoil
Very
hat.
weird. That just shows me that like the things maybe that we've viewed in the past or are continuing to view and they're supposed to be teenagers is not actually age appropriate
I
for
know.
whoever's watching.
Euphoria.
Exactly.
I watched that and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
Yes.
I'm like, this is so hard for me to watch, and I'm in my 30s.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I've got my friends' kids who are actually 16, and they're watching Euphoria,
Yes.
and I'm like, you're letting your girls.
And are
watch
they going to
this?
think that's what that's
That's
what it's actually
beyond-
like to be
Euphoria
in high school?
is like beyond rated R.
That is not.
Super. You might as well be watching porn.
Right.
If they were maybe college junior year, yeah, okay, yeah, I could see that. High school,
No, that's just so it's so strange.
but it's hard watching a show that actually shows high school like drama
Mm-hmm.
because all of them are
For
either
us, because we're past that point, but I feel like for people who like are living that currently,
yeah.
then it makes sense.
Because where's that line of innocence and
right, and I don't think it should be crossed before.
it's
Like they're children. They're literally children still.
Yes,
And so
the best show that I've seen that like kind of captures that like, are you a kid yet, or are you gonna like transition right into like adulthood real quick? Is Pen 15.
Mm.
They're 30-year-olds playing their 7th grade selves, getting ready to go to 8th grade, and they still want to play with their toys. They still want to be like little girls, but then they're being with other girls who want to drink, want to smoke or not smoke, sniff
glue.
keyboard cleaner
Oh gosh.
to get the high.
Oh my gosh.
They want to make out with boys, and they're still kind of like, we want to do that too, I think. And they just don't know when to step over.
Yeah.
Like,
That line.
yeah.
Mm.
So
Do you remember that as kids?
Yeah.
I
Which
remember
part?
like getting out my American Girl dolls
Yeah.
when I was like 12 and
Mine-
like
I still
Yeah,
wanted to play
exactly.
Barbies in
and
middle
then I
school.
like got them out and I'm like, I don't think I'm young enough to play this
I know.
anymore. And
I
I put them
know.
away and
because
I never
nobody else
played
would
with
want to
them
play
again.
Barbies with me in like middle school, and I was like, oh, this isn't what we do anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
I'm like,
And so how old were
well,
you?
I'll do
when
it
you-
at home then, I guess, because that's what I want to do still.
I don't know the age,
Like
but
middle
I remember
school,
the years.
sixth grade, maybe
Yeah,
fifth
yeah.
grade.
Mhm.
Yeah, mine was like fourth or fifth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up on a farm, I was
Yeah.
by myself most of the time.
Yeah.
And I would get excited to play with my kitties and my
Mhm.
kittens and my dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go to school and they're like, oh yeah, the dance, the dances and the boys. And I'm like, oh, anyone want to come over and play with my cat?
Right, exactly.
But
I'm
it's,
like,
yeah, it's dolls.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
Or
yeah.
playing pretend. I just remember like
Yeah.
this feeling of just like, I think I'm too old for this.
yeah.
Which I hate.
Yeah.
But it's a weird
and
feeling.
it's going to be, our kids are going to go through, I mean, like you and I aren't that far
Mhm.
off.
Nope, we really are. I feel that already with my 9-year-old for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is I think another facet to why we're pulling our kids next year is like, even at a Christian school,
Mhm.
there are things that Gus is picking up at school from other kids that I'm like,
like what?
I don't want you to
Can
pick
you
up
give an
that kind of
example?
stuff
Yeah.
up. Not necessarily the 6-7 stuff, but
Yeah.
like kind of the 6-7 stuff. Like there's
Mhm.
certain language that other kids are bringing to school that are his age,
Mhm.
that have older siblings or maybe
Mm.
parents that don't really care about what kids watch or what kids see or what they say. And so he's hearing certain phrases or
Yeah.
certain, like he's got friends in his grade that can play GTA.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, at a Christian school, the parents are allowing that? And so it's sort of just like,
Is anyone doing Roblox?
oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. No Roblox in our house.
Yeah, ours either. And I'm like, you're not allowed to play online. Like, I don't even want you to add friends. Like,
Yeah.
unless you're playing with, like, we have a friend named Akina, who's a friend of ours that does jujitsu, and she lives out of state now, but she plays, I forget what game, Animal Crossing or something like that.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh yeah, Gus, like, if you want to play Animal Crossing with Akina, that's fine. Like, you can add Akina and you guys can play Animal Crossing together. But, like, yeah, there's just certain things
Yeah.
that I'm like, why are you bringing this home? Where did you hear that from? So
Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
in 3rd grade.
in 3rd grade. And see, these are kids who have older siblings, sometimes even like 10 or 15 years older
Mhm.
siblings
Mhm.
who, yeah. So
What
Yeah.
happens in GTA?
they run over hookers. They
Oh, okay.
go to
Yeah.
strip clubs,
Okay.
virtual strip clubs. They do, yeah.
You can run over people,
Yeah.
grandmas.
Mm-hmm. They can literally go to a
Hijack
virtual strip
cars.
club and see
Okay.
naked
Okay.
people.
Okay. I think I went to a friend's house
At
and they
9
had an
years
older
old.
brother who was playing that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
And they
will
thought it was
never be.
hilarious, and I'm
Yes,
sitting there
exactly.
watching. It was traumatizing to me. I'm like,
And like,
How
if
can
you
you
think
just
it's
hit someone?
funny,
They
if
think
you're,
it's
then
funny.
you clearly don't have the mental capacity to understand
I
what
know.
you're doing.
I know,
So
I know. That's yikes.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What
I
the
honestly would
heck?
judge an adult probably who plays GTA.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
I
Yeah.
feel like you're
But isn't
watching
Roblox?
porn doing that
Yeah.
by going to these
Roblox
virtual
is-
strip clubs. You're murdering people. I don't know.
Isn't
I
Roblox
don't
like the mini version of GTA?
I don't really know.
It seems like it's predatory now.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, because there's so many chat sites and stuff to do on
I don't like
Roblox,
that. No, no,
and
no,
I've
no,
heard
no.
way too many instances of creeps, older people luring children to certain things or
Mhm.
conversations or whatever it
It's
is,
still
and
happening.
I can't.
Yeah.
It's not for
Yeah.
no. We won't have
Did
that.
you guys ever get into a chat room when you were younger?
We had Messenger.
MSN.
Yeah, we had MSN.
Like a chat? No, chat
No.
room.
Whoville or Yville.
You were
Is that the
bringing up
farming-
old ass
Is that the
stuff.
farming thing on Facebook?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
Yville
I
is.
don't know what that
You
is.
create your emoji and you have an emoji land.
Yes.
Pretty much. An
Yeah.
avatar. They called it an avatar.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think if my mom actually knew what that was, she wouldn't have let me play
Right.
it because it is a giant chat room,
Oh.
So
and you have avatars. You can pretend to be anybody you want.
I had friends and we were just still like little girls. We just wanted to play and make believe and just have fun. And then we had a friend, same age as us, and she was very much like wanted to do adult things. And she was
Mm.
like, let's go to a chat room, guys. And she's in the chat room. I don't think she turned her webcam on. I don't remember, but she was having like
Full-fledged conversation.
Yeah. And me and my friends are
Like
just
sexting.
kinda.
Yeah.
But she was just like nonchalant about it. She's like, who cares? And I'm like,
Mhm.
girl. Oh my
That
God.
is troublesome.
And I'm just like, we're all just sitting around the computer just watching her talk to all these
Ew.
things.
There was this one website that I used to go to, and it was sort of like, do you remember paper dolls?
Yeah.
You'd like dress up a paper doll?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was like an online website where you could do that kind of, and it
Mhm.
wasn't necessarily, it was animated, obviously.
Okay.
But so there was multiple like different kinds of games. There was like, they'd release like new, like groupings of outfits and types of stuff like that. So it's very like casts of Sims, if you know Sim stuff.
Mhm.
Your
It's like
Sims.
creating people basically.
Okay.
And so that was like early Sims stuff for me where I was like, oh yeah, this is freaking cool. I'd spend hours just like making people's outfits and stuff. It was so fun.
Mhm.
But anyways, there were also certain parts of that website or sister websites that were like
Undressing the paper dolls.
porny stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And yeah. So yeah, like it was very readily available. Even
And
at that time. You know, the internet I feel like was relatively not new, but young.
yes,
Mhm.
young.
And it was available, very readily available even at
So
that
think
point.
of
So
that
imagine
now
now.
times
Yeah.
20,000.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have a password on our computer.
Mm-hmm.
And Craig's parents always had a password on their computer.
Mhm.
And I thought that was ridiculous. I'm like, there's always going to be a password on our computer.
Oh,
Yep.
they didn't have a password.
They did.
Oh.
They had a password. And I thought it was ridiculous because I'm like,
Back
Craig
in the
is-
day.
Oh, back in the day.
No, Craig was like 18.
Oh.
Well,
I
but when
know.
you have kids, then you
I know.
you get it.
Yeah. Now I
Yeah.
have kids, and now it's like, okay, yeah, we're having a password on our computer so that
We-
I'm downstairs when they are on the
Mhm.
computer. And the way we have our computer is kind of like back around in this corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I just constantly like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I know. I'm like, you can't be on the computer unless one of us is sitting there with you.
Yeah.
So, but this is a couple years ago now. My kids were younger, but I have quite a bit older nieces and nephews. And they were talking to us about Snapchat and how
Ugh.
one of Calvin's sisters and her husband, they didn't allow their kids to have Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
And they were upset about it. They were like, all of our friends have Snapchat. Like, you have to trust me. I'm not going to do these things, blah, blah, blah. And
So other people
at the time I was like,
Yeah.
I totally get what you're saying. And I understand that you want that, but you have to understand that your parents are doing this out of love
Yeah.
for you, and they want to protect you and keep you as innocent for your age as possible
Oh.
and keep you from being an adult before you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have all the time in the world when you're an adult to have Snapchat and to have access to these other things. But when you're a kid, just be a kid.
We gotta
Yeah.
protect. Yeah.
And so it's so hard.
It is.
So hard. I feel for Calvin's sisters who have older kids like that. And they're good kids. They're great kids, my nieces and nephews. But
But
it's-
good
the
kids
world
can
is-
still do naughty
the
things.
world is the world.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 100%.
And that innocent curiosity of just
Exactly.
being a teenager.
Exactly.
Is
We all
just,
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was there.
Yep.
Could have done more. Didn't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That friend that I was telling you
Mhm.
about that was like in the chat rooms.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Facebook. I think it was called Hot or Not.
Oh, sure.
And she would always do that, you know. And it was Tinder.
Is it like posting pictures of yourself?
Yeah. And then people would be like,
Oh,
hot,
no.
not, and
Oh,
like,
no.
it's kind of like a swipe. Like it wasn't swiping because you had to sit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the same principle.
But if they were interested, they could chat with you.
Oh,
and she
no.
was just chatting away. And she's like, yeah, do it. It's fun. And I remember doing it. And the picture of this guy, obviously way, 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 way older. Like,
Yeah.
and just gross looking, grimy looking. And he asked me, do you have a bush or no? And I like immediately like, never logged
Or
back
do you remember,
in.
Do you remember Omegle?
Yes.
Omegle?
Yes.
Did you do
yes,
that?
Yes, we did.
I did that in like college because it was funny. And I was of college age. So
Yeah.
I wasn't doing it at high school.
I know kids my age that were doing it when I was in high school.
Well, yikes.
And I did not. But
Yeah, they get kind of,
Sometimes there's nasty stuff on there.
there's nasty
sometimes
people.
there's nasty stuff. And sometimes there's Justin Bieber. You know, you just never knew.
I know. I think
Who
Ariana
you'd
Grande
get.
was
Yeah.
doing it too.
Yeah.
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 That never would have happened to me.
I know,
Yeah.
right? You just get.
I'd be like, who are
Penises.
you? Next.
Yeah. Speaking of Ariana Grande,
Mm.
let's talk Wicked.
Ooh. Okay.
Sucked.
What?
I know that it's a while ago, but I just watched it this week.
Which one? Did you watch?
For
Second one.
good. The second
Okay,
one.
okay. Got it.
So good.
Really?
No, you guys don't think so?
I didn't think so.
Oh.
I thought it was very short.
Oh my god! It took us 3 nights to watch it.
I did like it, but there were the songs I was not thrilled with. And if you look at the
Why?
actual music,
Mhm.
the musical, the second half, the second act of it, it's severely lacking in terms of like songs from the first
Yeah.
half.
Mhm.
All
I
the songs that
couldn't
they
disagree
added,
more.
all the songs that they added, I was not into.
And it didn't even trend anyways.
Yeah.
Because when the first one
Defying
came out,
gravity.
everybody
the
was
whole
singing
first
it.
album.
Everyone was cosplaying it. It was
The
everywhere.
whole first act is phenomenal in
Everyone
terms
was
of song.
talking about it, and it
Mhm.
like reached, it had their box office hit. Second one, it was like crickets. People were
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
they were making fun of it a little bit. Yeah.
Really? Okay, tell us what you like. Tell
Yeah.
us your
No
thoughts.
good deed.
Okay, that's a great song.
So good.
But in terms of-
not too much,
Yes.
Mm.
And I really liked the changes
No.
that she made.
The what?
the changes that she made.
Yeah.
Were really great. I thought she
Yeah.
does a great job.
And then I
But-
was spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
Everyone's seen it, Calissa.
So shocked that the wizard was her father.
Calissa,
Was total
how did
shock.
how was that shock? You didn't notice that from the first one?
No.
He literally has the green bottle, and then he's like drinking it or something later in the first movie.
I no.
I didn't catch that.
Oh, okay, all right.
Anyway, I was shook. Shooketh.
He was shooketh.
I was shooketh. But no, Craig and I are both like, we got to go see Wicked, the musical, in like live in person. I've never seen the musical before. I've seen this, so everything was like a plot twist.
At the musical, do
The
they play
Slime
both
on
acts?
YouTube of the original with Adina Menzel and
Yeah.
you should look for that on YouTube.
Yeah, that would be good.
Sorry, say that again.
Do they? If you watch Wicked, does it play the whole thing, like the first half and the second half, like the whole movie, or is it
The
just
Slime?
the first half?
The Slime?
No, seeing the musical.
Oh yeah. It's all. It's one full musical.
So it's like a 4-hour play.
It's long. There's an intermission.
Damn.
It's long. It's long.
But yeah, Craig and I, and then Fiero at the end. I just
Mhm.
Ryan Reynolds,
what?
You didn't think it looked like Ryan Reynolds?
the Scarecrow.
Oh my gosh, it kind of does. Now that I think of it,
Yes. I swear they model it after him. I
Yeah.
swear they did. Very odd.
I wish.
but they get to be together.
I know. It's sweet.
I held my breath when they had that little scene before he turned into a scarecrow.
Yeah,
The part where they're like supposedly going off to SEX.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, oh.
I was like, oh,
I didn't remember that from the musical. And I need to talk to Calvin about that if that's like in the musical because I did not recall that being
Yeah.
in the musical. And I
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh my
whoa.
gosh, this is raunchy.
I'm like,
for
Carver,
the-"
cover your
I
eyes.
know.
I know.
I
My
think,
kids have
like,
not
there's
watched
a couple
the second one.
Snickers in
Oh.
the theater because everyone was like,
Yeah. Yeah. But that song specifically, I was like, this is a dud.
Oh,
Yeah.
is
I
that not
liked
in the
it.
musical?
No.
No.
There's,
The
I
girl
gotta
in the
think like
bubble.
three. Yeah, the
that
bubble.
that lasted.
There's 3 songs I
long.
think that they added for
Okay.
sure at least.
The girl in the bubble for sure.
And then I'd have to look at the soundtrack to be.
I think it was
positive,
like
but-
the girl in the bubble was like an important transition
Mhm.
for her, and it needed to be done. But it was
Mhm.
such a long song,
I
and it
was
was so
looking at.
high.
It was high. I know she was just kind of like really showcasing like her vocals.
Yeah.
I kept looking at her nose job.
Oh really?
Mm.
In
Craig
what way?
I don't know. It's just like I think she's changed her nose.
Oh.
Craig hates Ariana Grande
And why?
because of the donut licking incident.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, he
How many
OG
years
hater.
Never forget that.
Yeah.
Never forget.
What year was that? Like
2016?
Yeah, I was gonna say 2016, 2017.
I
When
think
she
so.
was like normal.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Well,
when she was in
yes.
her
Black.
they called Black
But yeah,
Yana,
Craig's
yeah.
like, she said she hates America. And I'm like,
I
are
know,
you
it's
serious?
100%
That's
so
a
true.
weird, like, who says, like,
yeah.
on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of people now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. I'm
yeah.
like, she should have just transported to 2026.
I
where That's
know.
okay to have that opinion. so.
Right.
I don't know.
What you say, opinion?
What?
It makes me laugh. When it's okay to have the opinion, not opinion. Opinion.
Oh, the way she said it.
yeah.
Oh,
Just cracks me up every time you say it.
opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it.
Oh, I always catch it. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna watch how I say it now.
No, keep going.
I'ma
Say
watch
it
it.
like that all the time.
Okay, I will.
But,
Yeah, I don't know.
They haven't been Cynthia and Ariana.
They haven't been in the news for a while.
They it's almost like a weird breakup.
It is.
See, I don't know though.
Was it all for?
I don't think so. I think they were close and they continue to be close. I think it was just because the press was happening.
Maybe.
But they didn't do as much press for the second movie.
No, they
weren't.
didn't. But I think
they
that
thought
was
they didn't
probably
need to. They're
yeah.
like, no, the first one was great. People will go see the second.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
And at
would.
that point, they'd been on tour with this press tour for over a year.
Yeah. Forever.
Like a year and a half, 2
Yeah.
years. Like
Mhm.
it'd been so long. So I'm sure they were just like, they
movie
probably
press
planned it
tours are
that
just
way.
interesting
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
because we saw Wuthering Heights.
Oh
and
yes.
I didn't see a whole lot of the stuff, which is kind of odd for
The
me.
press for it.
Yes.
I didn't either.
But everyone really did not like Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi's like off-screen love that they had for each other.
Did they?
Yeah.
But
They
he's gay, isn't he?
No.
Oh.
He's definitely not.
Her
But
husband-
she's absolutely like 10 years older than he is.
yes. She should not have played that role. She
I
just didn't have that
agree.
Victorian look.
I agree.
But anyway, everyone was saying how cringy it was that they were just so obsessed with each other in interviews, and she's like,
Well, in what way? I need to watch this
don't
because was
know.
it a romantic love or was it just like a friend? Like we have a really great friendship.
she, I think, admitted that she was kind of falling for him, even though her husband was on the set as well because he
What?
helped direct the movie.
What?
Yeah, and she said
I'm sorry.
she's like,
I don't know
what?
how you can
Scene-
separate that.
right. She said the scene where Jacob Elordi picks her her up by her waist. She literally said that like she fell to her knees in that moment. She was falling for him.
What?
What?
Yes.
Why would you admit this?
And then
I
the
don't
fans were
know.
just like, ew, ick.
Yeah, that's not the kind of press that you want to have when
No,
you're
so
married.
They had a very negative like.
Where's
reaction.
Nick? Because this is literally
Right.
exactly what he was just talking about.
Right.
I don't know. Does she cheat on him in the movie, or is there cheating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. In Wuthering Heights. Have you read the book?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jacob
it's
Elordi is
mhm.
this poor little peasant boy that their family took in.
Heathcliff.
And then so many years later, they grew up. They're still poor. And then there's this rich neighbor,
Mhm.
and she sprained her ankle trying to like peek over their palace.
Mm.
And the rich neighbor was like, "Ooh, who's this beautiful woman?" He fixes her up nice, shows
Mhm.
her, the kind of life he could give her. And she's like, "Gosh, that's just so beautiful. But I love Heathcliff, but this is the perfect life." So
Literally the whole book is them-
everything Nick said
her-
about like the emotional
Yes. The whole
that
book is her being like,
top
I
torn.
love this person, but this is my standing in society. This is my status in society, and I should be with this person, and this is where I'm supposed to be. But this
her
is who I
heart
love.
is with that stable boy.
Yeah, yeah.
This is where
It's-
Nick would be like, "See?"
Which that's not to say that Heathcliff doesn't have his own problems. They both
Yeah.
are
Right.
like messed up people in the book.
Yeah.
So it's
You
not
didn't watch the movie?
that. No, I haven't seen the movie, but I read the book. But yeah, it's on my list. When it comes out on Amazon or whatever, I'll watch it.
There was just
But-
there's a couple weird scenes. I'm like, did they really need to include that? I don't want to
Like
give
sexual
spoil-
scenes. You know I love spoilers.
I don't. It was like torture,
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
and I
Well,
was like, did
interesting.
that need to be in the whatever? You gotta do what you want. You call it art.
That's true.
I don't know.
That's
That
true.
was So they got kind of negative reactions about that. I've just been on this Victorian, like I rewatched Lady Chatterley's Lover. Same premise.
I have no idea what that is.
She's married to a rich husband, but he doesn't give her or fulfill her needs, and she sees the lawn boy, and they're just
Well, why do you
That's
think
very
like the pool
Desperate
boy?
Housewives.
You know,
That's
yeah.
very
what I'm
Desperate
thinking.
Housewives.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I rewatched Lady Chatterley's Lover, and then we watched Wuthering Heights, and then Bridgerton. I caught up on all that, and I'm
See,
like,
I'm not watching Bridgerton anymore.
oh yeah, explain
Okay.
your Bridgerton hate.
So this sort of happened after the season with Penelope, the Penelope season. This was, I think, last season or 2 seasons ago.
When she was Lady Whistledown. She was
yes,
exposed for
when
it?
she was exposed. It was her specific season where she was falling in love with Colin.
Yep.
And her and Colin, I forget what their names are,
I think you're right.
Nicola, were supposed to be the main characters of the season.
Okay.
And yet half of the episodes were not even about them. And so I was just like, why are we doing this? Why is it like this? Because every other person's season is specifically about that person.
Right.
Then there's just like a little bit of other things thrown in there throughout other episodes and whatever. And I'm just like, why? I was just like I don't know. I was not thrilled. And then there was like some weird changes that were made from the books and stuff that I heard were really controversial and were kind of like throwing off the whole trajectory of the series. And I was like, yeah, I'm just not
Yeah, I think someone new is picking up
interested.
the season, so they're gonna change
Okay.
everything.
You see, and I don't know if I like that. Like
Yeah.
I've not read the books, but coming from someone who loves to read, I want the movie, the show adaptations to be a mirror of the books.
Yeah,
I don't want things to be,
They're gonna change again.
and I don't like that. So I just would prefer not to. In case I ever read the books, I would prefer not to.
But Penelope and Colin's season was just
Not well
great.
done, from what I've heard.
I was like, I think I'm done with it.
Yeah, I didn't like. I thought their episodes were fine, but then half the episodes weren't even about them, and that was supposed to be their season.
Right.
And I was just like, this is stupid.
And I just wasn't feeling their chemistry.
Oh, okay. I didn't mind their chemistry. I thought Nicola's fine, a great
I
actress.
was just
but-
laughing because like you saw her wear the fake nails and the filler and
Oh,
the full on makeup, and I'm like, this is just so crazy from season 1 because Daphne,
mhm.
they barely did anything to her face, like,
Mhm.
but she had that Victorian look
Mm.
just naturally, and then it evolved to like
As they made more
full
money.
on eyeshadow.
As they made more money and things progressed,
They're
there
like, "You
was
know
things
what?
were a lot different. Yeah,
full beat.
yeah, yeah.
They kind of took away a lot of the things that everyone loved from season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Season 4 was okay. I felt like it was such a cat and mouse. 4 felt like season 1 was just full on sex, like immediately.
I thought season 1 was great.
yeah. And then season 4, it was cat and mouse.
See, I don't like that.
I'm
There's
like-
too much.
When are you gonna?
Yeah.
I'm like such a pervert.
I feel this way about my books though too. Like I'm like, if you draw it out too long,
They did.
like I shouldn't be at at the 50% mark of the book or the show or whatever it is, and not have some sort of like understanding about where people's feelings lie.
Yeah.
Like that's too much.
It was very
Like
much.
by 20 to 30%, they both should be aware of where their feelings are. If there's issues stemming from those things afterwards, that's great, that's fine. But by 20 or 30%, if you don't know that he's in love with you, she's in love with him, blah, 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 whatever,
Ding ding ding.
that's stupid.
Ding ding ding.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So don't watch season 4.
I'm over it. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I'm done with it. Have you? Yeah. You've never watched Bridgerton?
No.
You should watch the first season. First season's
When?
great.
When do you watch inappropriate shows, you guys?
After the
Dislocate
kids
your
go to
shoulder.
bed. After the
and you'll
kids
be
go to
fine in
bed.
12 days.
When
I
I'm-
go to bed before the kids
I know
go to bed.
when I'm laying in bed, after I put the kids to bed, they're in bed by 8, and then I go lay in bed, and I'm like, am I gonna watch a movie tonight? Am I gonna read a book? Am I gonna watch TikTok? And then that's when we decide.
That's why
what
I go to
happens.
sleep at 8 o'clock every night.
That's crazy to me. When do you have your own sexual content? Like in the
Depends.
morning?
No.
Like I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe an audiobook on the way to work. Oh, but you have the kids. Oh, no, you don't have the kids.
no, I wouldn't have the kids.
Okay.
I listen to podcasts all the time.
Yeah, see, I don't.
I can put an earbud in my ear, but like I like even Scrubs. Is that appropriate for kids? It wasn't
No.
appropriate for
No, I would
me
say
when I was
not.
in 4th grade, and I still
reboot-
watched it.
The reboot you can watch.
Okay.
That's why I'm kind of like, I mean, it's somewhat this. It's the same Bill Lawrence,
Yeah.
created it and wrote
Yeah.
it. It just,
Doesn't hit.
I just can't believe they kicked Dr. Cox
I
out.
can.
No.
I could have predicted that for sure.
It's just kind of sad.
Not surprised. I'm sad about it,
Love
but I'm not surprised.
Dr. Cox.
I do too.
Favorite.
I appreciate a character who can speaks their mind and it's just real and
He
raw,
should've.
whether it's controversial subjects or not.
Yeah.
Should have, but so it's just weird because I'm watching The Pit. I caught up on all that,
Yeah, we have to talk about that after we watch that.
and
Okay.
The Pit is just it's you can feel the distress as you're watching it. Like, oh my god, someone needs to check on the patient in room 3.
Yeah.
And then I went to watching Scrubs, and it's very just lay
Chill.
back, chill.
It's not about the patients at all. It's about
No, it's about them,
the dynamic. Yeah.
and where The Pit is just chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So good though.
Mm-hmm.
It's very you guys. I know.
I'll get there. It just takes me a while. I don't watch a lot of TV, which is why when Calvin, I don't know why, but Calvin says to me, "We're getting rid of all of these streamings," and I'm like, "No."
You never know when you're gonna watch.
I
something.
know. You never know.
How much money a month do you guys spend on subscriptions?
Oh, don't know.
So much. We
At
have
least
almost every
200?
single one of them. We have almost every single one.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But we don't pay for cable. So then I'm like, how much is cable these days? Is it the same amount?
Probably.
Because what would we do?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have just YouTube, free YouTube, and we wouldn't have, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So we
Someone
just
said
have no
YouTube
TV?
TV has everything on it. I think, but I don't trust
What
it.
is YouTube TV?
It's got everything.
What does that mean?
You have
everything?
YouTube Premium, don't you?
Yeah, but
Does
it
it
doesn't
have everything?
It doesn't have. It's not YouTube TV.
Mm.
It's
So you
like a-
pay for YouTube TV.
I thought it
How
was
much
the
is
same
that,
thing.
do you think? $25?
probably more.
Because it's still probably cheaper than what we pay for all of our subscriptions. Like, I think HBO Max by itself is $20. Netflix by itself, I think, is almost $20.
Yeah.
You guys haven't watched anything new. You didn't watch Heated Rivalry.
No, I didn't. My sister watched that and said it was good, but I didn't watch that.
What's that on?
It's
HBO
a-
Max.
Hockey romance, and they're gay. It was like really big. And
Yeah, another way you just raise your eyebrows at me. Just like,
they are.
Mm.
But
And my sister
Uh-huh.
said it was really good.
they are
but
the hot new stars.
Yeah.
Hudson Williams and Connor Story. Like everyone's obsessed
I did
with
hear them everywhere. Or see
and
them
everyone
everywhere.
was obsessed with the series. Everyone, and I'm like, well, I gotta
It was
watch
a book
it.
series, I think, first. I'm
Really?
pretty sure.
It sounds like something you
I'm
would
pretty
read.
sure because I think my sister said that she had read the series and then she watched the show.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, or the movie or
Is
whatever.
everything
it is.
that just comes out on stream is originally a
Lately,
book?
I've heard that there's a huge, and just in my book community, I'm hearing this, that there's a huge, like influx of adaptations coming. Like one of my favorite authors, Lynn Painter, she just announced that her most recent book that she released, Fake Skating, is going to become a movie. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, she's got such better books, actually.
Well, that's
That
good.
should have been a movie. But
that no one was like Colleen Hoover. They're like, oh God, what happened to you?
No. These are authors who like are very popular, very well loved in the
Wasn't
community.
Colleen Hoover really popular?
She is with some people, but I wouldn't say that she's like popular overall. She's not like popular with
That's
everyone.
the only
type of
author I
thing.
know. So,
Oh,
I thought you were a book nerd.
no,
Clissa doesn't read.
no, I don't read.
Clissa listens to podcasts only.
I listen to podcasts.
My sister would know though. Shout out to Catherine. She's just the glue for our
book talk.
If you ever see our book talk or our Instagram, 99.9% of the time, literally, it's Catherine posting, interacting, whatever it may be. It's
but
Catherine.
it's the numbers look good.
Bless her,
numbers look
because she's like super into it, and I just don't like social media. So I know, I'm sorry. I turn off all my notifications, and then when she's like, "Hey, you got a message from so and so. Hey, someone commented on your thing," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll go look at it." Thanks.
Well, okay. Since it's into pickleball now, we should just create our own pickleball content. I'd love to film myself just so I can rewatch and be like, oh,
I would
could have done
too,
better at that.
but I just can't stand to look at myself. I know, it's kind of sad. But I have lost 15 pounds.
Woo!
I have, my pants are all funny looking now, but it is what it is.
You think because of pickleball?
Yeah. And because I'm just watching more what I eat. Not necessarily counting calories, just being like, okay, that's a lot of calories. You should chill out. But
I notice it because,
Yeah.
like, when you see someone every day, you know, you
Mhm.
don't notice anything.
mm-hmm.
But then when I didn't play and then I came back, I'm like, oh my God, Sarah's looking so skinny.
I was going to say skinny is not the correct word. Not quite as plump is maybe a better representation of that. But
Stop.
yeah,
No, you're looking good.
no, I'm hopefully it'll be more.
I
How are you doing on your? Oh, okay. Okay.
Don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. All right. You don't have to.
No bueno. Keep ChatGPT tells me it's all fluid weight and that I would have to eat like 40,000 extra calories to gain the weight that I'm gaining.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I am not eating 40,000 extra calories. That is not.
So I would say it's specifically thyroid stuff then, right?
Yeah.
It's hormonal
Yeah.
type of.
I hope so because I am cranky.
Mm-hmm.
Cranky at it.
Which that's totally. If you're actually legitimately cranky, that's totally part of thyroid stuff.
Yeah.
Like my mom, when she had her thyroid issues, like, wow, she was like off the rails, anger issues.
Yeah. I get
So-
it rechecked on Friday. So
Okay.
we'll see
Yeah.
where I'm at with it, if my levothyroxine needs to be increased or if I've
Mhm.
made any progress whatsoever.
Have they talked to you about diet changes at all? You should look into that.
Thyroid diet. I'm so bad at diet.
Yeah. Well, it's
I
more
just
like
eat what I
autoimmune
want.
diet. So it's like anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
That's in like everything, isn't it?
I know. I'm sorry. I hate to be
Yeah.
that person that's like, but it does help a lot of people who have like a lot of my sister-in-laws had some thyroid issues at one point, and they both were able to kind of stave it off with
Yeah.
diet changes.
Yeah. ChatGPT. I enter my weight into ChatGPT every day and it like analyzes like, okay, Calissa, realistically, did you eat 6,000 extra
Right.
calories in the last 3 days? Then it's probably fluid weight.
Right.
Like it's probably digestive content. That's probably this. Like,
Does it say anything
Yeah.
about like you should get like a lymphatic massage then? If it's food
Mm-mm.
weight?
You should look and see what that
yeah,
would look
maybe.
like.
You gotta find someone who specializes in
Yeah.
that.
And
Mhm.
lymphatic. Yeah.
There's
But-
a lady here that does
Yeah,
it.
but lacrosse, you're not that far from lacrosse, right? You could go to lacrosse. I
hour
bet,
and a
and find
half,
somebody.
yeah.
That's not terrible.
When I was watching Janelle Evans,
The tummy tuck thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you sent me that video.
she had to come in and they would do a lymphatic drainage massage on her
Mm-hmm.
almost immediately after post-op. And she said it hurt so
Yeah. I was
bad.
going to say that would hurt.
But like the swelling, because
Yeah.
I had a little bit of swelling after
Yeah.
my surgery,
Yeah.
especially my arms. I'm
In your hands and stuff.
like, yeah, my hand blew up.
Yeah.
It's still kind of like every once in a while it'll flare. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just a thing I'm gonna have. But
Mm.
speaking of Janelle Evans, have you seen all that?
No,
I saw on
tell
TikTok
me.
that she was in a war with some other mom. What's that teen mom person?
Kale. They've always been
Yeah,
at it.
apparently this has been like a 14-year war between
Yes.
them, and it's reignited recently on TikTok.
Everyone wanted to give Janelle the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
She left her last husband, had a big divorce party.
Oh boy.
And I think he's slipping himself back in the picture, and I think she's taking him back.
Oh,
Well, he was like notably
after
abusive.
divorce?
Abusive.
Yeah.
She also made claims that he had pictures of their daughter, and like she claimed this. She wrote this in the courts that there was maybe some explicit photos of their daughter. on
That's
his-
disgusting.
and
And
that's
she's taking him back?
And that's why Kale is going after her.
What?
Not that Kale's perfect.
No, Kale is not. Like I said, it's always been a war between those two. And David, Janelle's, when he was then her husband, he got fired from MTV because he said some slurs on Twitter.
I feel like I remember you telling me about this not that long ago.
But for sure, after he unalived their dog, their family dog,
Yeah.
a Frenchie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
MTV was like, "You guys are done. Like, we're not even filming Janelle anymore." Like, but David would be like, "Well, how?" Before the dog killing, he's like, "Well, how can you guys have Kale still be on Teen Mom when there was footage of you guys filming her abusing Javi, one of her baby daddies? Like, she was literally punching him in the corner,
Yeah.
and he's just taking it."
Amber did the same thing
Yeah.
to Gary.
I cannot watch Amber. Like,
Could they keep that for like court purposes?
they didn't even go to court.
Oh. Well, that was
They just
a
If he
filmed
didn't
it.
press charges.
That was a mistake on the men's part. 'Cause they
But-
have video evidence.
But everyone's like, yeah, we kind of see where David's kind of getting at. Like, you guys had Kale still continue to be on the show. You guys filmed it, produced it, made money off it. But he says some tweets, and they're like, you're done. And then when he did the dog thing, they're like, your family's out. And then when Janelle divorced him, MTV was like, okay, you're back in. But then she wanted back out. So
What a mess.
it is a mess. But yep, she's posted some stuff on Instagram, like her stories, and everyone's like, are you with David? Because they see the hand tattoos. He took a picture, and in the reflection of his sunglasses, you can see Janelle. And everyone's like, girl, what are you doing? Why are you with your ex? Like,
Tragic.
shame. It's a shame.
Wow.
And
Wow.
the only kids, like her oldest, he moved away from Las Vegas, away from her, to go back with his grandma, the woman who raised him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember hearing
Barb.
about this kid.
Jace.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
got a lot of problems, a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
But when you watch early MTV, you can see
It's
where it all
understandable.
stems
Oh,
from.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That poor kid.
Wow.
And then you see the abuse in the other kids filmed during MTV, the way David handled her son, Kaiser.
Yeah.
It's very sad and it's very sickening. And the fact that MTV just filmed it, didn't step in and
Mhm.
say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they did.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't know what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And Janelle plays it off like it wasn't that bad, guys.
And okay, how many times? I'm just thinking of like a friend who was with an abusive person, right? Like, how many times can you say it never becomes your fault?
Right.
You know, even if you say, I don't think you should be with them. I don't think you should be with them. This isn't normal. This is abuse. Like, it's still like they're going to do what they want to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
it's kind of like an addict. Like they have to figure it out. They
For
got to
sure.
fall hard to realize.
Yeah.
And she thought she did fall hard, but then everyone's confused why she took David supposedly back. She's been very quiet on social media. If anything, she's just bringing up drama with other women.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Which
not-
is such a deflection
Yes.
type of, yeah.
It is, yeah. And yeah, I try to keep up and see what she posts, and she doesn't really say anything. So that's kind of a sign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shoot.
But that's Teen Mom.
Mm. I mean, I feel like that's just always Teen Mom. That's just such a
I don't even know if they're still filming. I think maybe they're done.
forever.
I thought so. It used to be such a thing
I know.
back in the day.
I feel like we're not as much into the
They
reality
just-
TV world anymore.
that's almost everything. Even the Kardashians, like they'll still make it, but still make seasons. But
Mhm.
everyone's like, it's just not the same.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
I
that
feel like
brings us full circle back to the beginning. You can't remake.
Reboot
Yes,
and-
yeah.
yes, the
Yeah.
reboots.
Yes.
Although I
Just let
do
it be
feel
how
like
it is.
the reboot, like bringing back reality TV in terms of like Mormon Wives, that's worked.
Oh, I freaking hate Mormon Wives.
I
What?
can't stand it that you feel that way. It's the best thing that's ever happened.
I follow all of them.
Oh yeah. yeah.
But It cannot.
even to me,
No,
you better
not to
not
me.
follow to me. Okay,
I
yeah.
don't.
I think mostly the main ones like Macy and Layla, and
I think I'm actually gonna watch The
Taylor and-
Bachelorette and Taylor Frankie's.
I think I will
On
too.
her season.
Yeah.
Honestly,
She seems like she'll be messy.
yeah, messy.
Messy. I'm excited.
Definitely curious. I feel like I've
Isn't
already
that
seen
terrible?
commercials
Like
of her
we're
kissing
excited
multiple
for a
people.
messy
Yeah,
person to
Mm.
create content.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
That's drama.
yeah.
That's what
I
thrive
just
on.
think that they're getting too out of touch with reality.
they probably could be.
Yeah. And they're gonna end up like Kardashian level, like so outside
Like
of
Jessie,
reality.
like unrecognizable.
Okay, but she just came out and talked about her recent surgery, her BLEF surgery that she upper and lower,
Yeah.
and she had some fat injections or something in her face, and
Didn't
she's
she
saying
like redo
how
her nose again? Like I saw that she had like
I don't remember. I don't know if she specifically had it redone, but she had some injections and things that maybe have changed.
But she was basically
stuff.
doubling down, right?
Well,
from
she
that-
was saying for a while there, she was defending the surgeon, saying like, "This is what blah blah blah. This is he's telling me that this is normal, blah blah blah, whatever." And she's like, now she's just come out like yesterday,
Yep.
and said, "I regret having this done and this, and like I regret listening to this person, and it's
Body
not turned out the way I
dysmorphia.
wanted it to, and this is just not like it's a difficult healing process, and I'm just struggling, and it's
It's
terrible,
so sad.
basically." So
And
she
other
needs
people
to just stop.
I know, but I listen to other people's point of view. They're like, I went to that same place.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I just wanted something, let's just
Small.
say forehead or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. And the surgeon looked at her and was like, oh, you need a chin thing, you need BLEF, you need nose, you need da.
Mm-hmm.
And she thought she wanted one thing, but the surgeon was like, no, you need like
Which is
6
exactly
things.
what Jesse said.
And
You still consent to it.
I know, which is like, then you should have either gotten a second opinion or you should have said, no, I only want this one thing.
Right.
Mark it on my chart, make sure it's in my thing.
mhm.
And then if something else happens, if more is done, then you can go and you can sue that person.
Yeah. And that lady, she was like, I was feeling really ugly about myself
Mhm.
because she's like, oh, I didn't realize I need that much work done. And she went home and talked to her husband. And the husband's like, no, you're not going to that guy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she had,
I've heard that multiple times over.
yeah,
about that
there's
surgeon.
been a lot of stories about Jesse Surgeon
Mhm.
and that he is like this. And then they pulled up a
Mhm.
picture of this guy. And he's not even a looker himself. But
Mm-mm.
the fact that this guy has to look at women and be like, nah, you need
and
all
make
this done.
judgments about like what they need
Yeah.
per se. Yeah.
And he doesn't, yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting.
I'm
the
sure
surgery thing is still so
a
controversial to me.
predatory maybe kind of area in plastic
Yeah.
surgery.
Yeah. When it comes to face, the surgery thing is still so controversial to me. I just feel like our faces are all so unique, and the more that work that we have done on our faces, like we all just become little plastic dolls, and none of us look interesting.
Yeah,
anymore.
Craig won't let me do anything to my face.
You have a great face.
Yeah.
There's no reason to do anything to your
But
face.
because it's so
Your face is
same.
beautiful.
Alyssa, same. I can do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But like every
There's all
time,
things we don't like, but
like Love Island, when I
Mm.
was watching it, that was my first time ever watching it. I was looking at everyone and like, does everyone just have filler now? Like,
yes.
everywhere. Filler, Botox.
I even caught myself the other day, and I was thinking about aging or something, and I was thinking about like, because I was teaching the other day, and I overheard Gus talking to one of the other kids in class, and he was saying how young his mom is, and that she's I'm one of the youngest moms, and this and that, whatever. And I was thinking like, yeah, but what's it gonna look like when I start to age, and I'm starting to notice, I'm
Right.
already starting to notice like that my face looks different than it did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and like, what am I gonna do when I start having wrinkles all the time? Like,
know.
am I gonna want to get Botox? Maybe I should get Botox.
Am I gonna
and
get a
don't
whole
have
ass
that.
facelift like Kris Jenner?
Right.
Oh
and
my
so
gosh,
then
I
I'm
would love a
like,
Kris Jenner
okay,
facelift.
Sarah, cool it, stop.
It-
This is natural. Like
It
you're
is.
supposed to age. That's the way things are supposed to be.
Golden Girls.
So-
they were like when that show came out, they
Yeah.
were like in their 40s.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like now nobody looks like that. I was actually just looking at this is maybe controversial too, actually. This lady, gosh, what was her name? She's a Christy Nome. You know who that is? Okay, she's a conservative representative of something, the House, the Senate, something.
Oh,
Anyways, and she's controversial right now because she did some weird stuff.
Homeland
somewhere or
Security?
something. Yeah, something. I don't remember. But if you see her picture of when she first started office
yikes.
versus her picture now, it's
This
she
isn't
had
Speaker
like
of the House girl,
she
is
had
it?
I have no idea. She had a classic Karen haircut, and she very clearly looked 40, 50 years old. Very
Mhm.
clearly. She had like the power suit, like what's her face?
I gotta look her up now.
Hillary Clinton.
Yes, Hillary Clinton. And now if you look at her, even her makeup style has changed. Her colors are different. She's got long brown extensions. She's very clearly had Botox. She's got maybe some filler in her lips. She's got
Does she
this
look
and that.
better?
She looks
Oh,
better is
okay.
a different. Let me see if I can find the
Before.
picture. Yeah.
Oh, she looks very. Oh, maybe this is a before.
Oh, yeah. She looks way different now.
Yeah. Dang, she looks like she's reversed her age. And the hair extensions.
Here it is.
The hair extensions really do a lot for some people.
Man, sometimes your Wi-Fi makes it so my phone is
It's
blurry.
It's this room.
But
Let me see. Let me see.
like
Yeah.
Karen haircut versus the long extensions
Yeah.
versus even the coloring that she's got in her makeup and the placement of her makeup.
Mm.
And it just like
Yeah.
it's those kinds of things where I'm like, why?
And that's gonna be so normalized.
why?
It's just
Yeah, I don't want to look like that. I don't want to look like that
right.
in 10 years, in 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't want to look like a crazy before and after of myself.
would
I
love
just want to look like
extensions.
myself.
I would
But,
love
like,
extensions.
Why?
Just the
'Cause
length.
pretty
But
people
when
have
I
But
long
you
see
have
them,
such long
but-
hair already.
No, but when I see them take their extensions out,
They look
and
nuts.
it is thin
Mm-hmm.
and like their hair does not grow anymore. I'm like,
Mhm.
nope.
You already have
heard-
long, thick hair. There's no way you need extensions, Calissa. You're crazy.
I heard this somewhere, and I'm like, that is so true. Is that you're not ugly, you're just poor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just afford what you can afford
Mhm.
for beauty standards. And then I'm like, some days I wish I was prettier and I wish I could change my appearance, but I don't even give a shit enough to do my makeup. So it's like,
You're very pretty.
Yeah.
You're beautiful, Calissa. There's nothing wrong with you.
but I do see the glow up videos on TikTok where they're
Yes.
like, tell me what I need to do.
And they go get facials and they do this and they
Yeah.
do that and whatever and whatever.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I do. I followed series.
Like
of
make me
people doing
hotter. And it's like hot is a personality trait. It's not something that you look like.
that. I agree.
So
It's just like, and people have different priorities, and I think that's 100% okay.
But
So.
but then it just comes to talk about Michaela. Once you have all that like
Oh,
money
no
and
Gira.
time, you are just never going to be satisfied with yourself
Mhm.
yeah.
ever. And everyone is seeing it. They saw it from her first video. She's like, I just bought my first Gucci bag. Oh my gosh. She's like crying. She's like, I worked so hard for this. And now it's just like,
Every other video is her Chanel, this, Louis Vuitton, blah,
I
blah, blah.
blacked out at Louis Vuitton. Look at all this stuff I bought. And everyone's like, oh, she's not happy.
She's not in touch with reality anymore.
No.
And then she's like, I'm getting a divorce and take it in, sit down,
Yeah.
breathe if you need to. And then the
Yeah.
next video is like, get ready with me to go to Valentine's Day. Or like,
I
Valentine's
thought you
she's
meant
like, I'm
Michaela
going-
on more Secret
No,
Lives of
no
Mormon.
Gira.
Why?
No
Sorry,
Gira.
no.
No Gira.
Okay.
Mhm.
Gira.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yes. But like,
But I get it too. Like, I feel like
when you have
it's very easy to
all
be
that
wrapped up
time and
into
money
the
and
money and the lifestyle, and I get
you're
it.
just always constantly chasing a dopamine
Mhm.
high. Like you
Mhm.
just want to be happy, and like nothing will fulfill you.
Yeah.
She's like, watch me come get my haircut, and she got the bob, and then
She's like, this is the most I've felt with myself in forever.
10 videos later, she's like, she's like, I fucked up. Watch me get my extensions, and then she goes back and puts extensions in. And she's not
Mhm.
happy with her bob, and then
Yep.
So I just watch those videos, and it's kind of like, okay.
It brings you back to reality a little bit, I
does.
think. It puts my own self in perspective
Yep.
and be like, okay,
If she
No
has
matter
to
how
do
much
all
money we
this
make.
just to feel
Yeah.
somewhat confident in herself,
Right.
then I'm just not going to touch anything.
yeah.
It's going to,
Which is
Let
like
it
all
roll.
the more reason I think I just want to, like with this whole weight loss thing, I just want to be like proud of myself. I know that I'm never going to look like I did when I was 18. Just want to be proud of myself and like feel like I accomplished something.
well, and everyone that
Good.
I've talked to,
I like that.
they're like, you got Sarah playing pickleball? And I was like, yes, like we both love it.
It's so fun.
And they're like, that's so good because she's never like,
Never liked exercise. I do not care about sports. I do not care about exercise. Yeah.
and they're all like, wow,
Yeah.
good for you guys.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, I know, it's kind of cool that we
Yeah.
both are, nope, we're not sitting on watching. I mean, I still watch TikTok, but,
I do too.
but like now most of my time, my Apple Watch is like, you've walked 8,000 steps today.
I
It's
know.
all because of pickleball. And
My new average for daily step count is like almost 10,000.
oh,
Mine's like 3.
Yeah, but that comes with
yeah.
sitting a lot of the
Office
job.
work.
Yeah.
But once you start, waking up at what? You got to wake up at 5, be there at 5:30.
Yep.
I think you'll
That's
start to
right.
feel good.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
will. It's going to be hard. The hardest part is just waking up.
It is. It's
Mhm.
so hard.
But the minute you're up, you have all the energy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
And your
you
day
really
will feel so like long and not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Long as in like, wow, I've got like so much time to get stuff done today.
Yeah.
And then like by 8 o'clock or sooner, you're going to be like dead asleep and you're going to have that nice sleep until you do it all over
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. I'll track my Aura ring.
Yeah. Do you put your Aura Ring stuff into your ChatGPT too to like
Mhm.
follow?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So if we look at your ChatGPT history right now, it's just all like Aura
Graphs.
rings.
Complaints.
This,
Yes.
this.
Complaints of why am I gaining 5 pounds overnight?
Yeah, I get that.
Sucks.
I get that.
Hopefully it'll come to a resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want some. I
You'll
just need
figure it
some
out.
Lasix, some water pills.
Yeah. How
Make
do
me
you
feel
get rid
better.
of water weight?
I don't know. Supposedly, this is what happens with levothyroxine as the hormones are shifting and the balances and the glycogen stores. Like you do gain weight before you lose
Oh,
weight.
I
Oh,
see.
So like one day everything would just drop.
That's
hope.
allegedly what happens. But
That's the
I'm
hope.
up 11 pounds since December.
I mean, in what's that? 3 months. That's not like the worst. And it's bad.
It's terrible.
It feels bad.
Because you had to lose
But
weight
I
from your
have to tell you,
surgery.
I've gained double that in that amount of time. Triple that, maybe even in that amount of time. Like, it's okay. It'll get better.
I don't know, guys.
It will. It'll get better.
I just feel like I'm reversing a lot. Like I
Yeah.
was debt free at this time last year.
Yeah.
Now I'm back in debt.
Oh.
You know, I was fit in Florida, the feeling great in a bikini, and
Mhm.
now I'm just miserable again.
Mhm.
So it's just I feel like I'm reversing in some ways, and
Mhm.
Like I said, once that sunshine comes out, once
I
spring comes, I think
know.
everyone's mindset will just be different.
Mhm.
yeah.
Like we're all stuck.
Buy some rollerblades.
Oh my gosh, I love roller skating. I just do outdoor roller skating.
You're
Yeah.
not scared of
Buy
hitting
some.
gravel rock.
Yes, I am. Very
Buy
scared.
some and go.
I have some.
You do? Okay,
Yes.
go. I bought some rollerblades
too.
because everyone's been going to the roller city over here.
Yeah.
And like for birthday parties and this and that, whatever. And like we've been hosting for the gym and stuff over there. And I'm like, I don't know how to roller skate, but I can rollerblade, baby. So I
Yeah.
bought some rollerblades.
Dang.
And there you
girl.
go. Now we're
What's
gonna
the
rollerblade.
difference between that?
Rollerblades are single line.
Yep.
And roller skates are double line, so 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
I don't think I've ever roller skated.
Really?
Like the single
Rollerbladed.
rollerbladed. Yeah.
You've never
I'm like,
rollerbladed
what?
I'm fast as fuck.
on roller skates?
Yeah.
Yes, I was like,
Oh.
girl, how have you not roller skated? Roller skating is
No.
It was like
amazing.
pretty big when we were younger.
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty
That's
good
all I
at roller
did.
skating. Yeah.
That's all I did.
Yeah.
I roller skated,
I bet we saw each other so many times on Friday night
Maybe.
at the roller skating rink.
maybe. Yeah, she had it all
That's awesome.
dark.
Yep.
And it felt like a club.
And you could
you guys still
hold
have a roller
hands with
skating
the
rink
boy
over there?
during
Listen
the
to
one
this,
song,
Calissa.
and I
Listen to this.
never got to hold hands
Yes.
with anybody.
I never- So when I hear this song by Baby Bash, it's an old good hit. Everyone was holding hands on the roller skating rink, and I just never really paid attention as a kid. And then looking back, I'm like, man, I wish I had. I'm just like roller skating through all these like couples just having a ball, and they're all making out in the corner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And
Do you
I-
guys still have a roller skating rink over there?
Yeah, New
Yeah.
Hampton. Yeah.
Is it still open?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fridays and
should
Sundays.
we meet there?
Yes,
sometime? And
absolutely.
very small.
I think that's totally okay.
I'm just saying it's very small.
Oh my! I think it's perfect.
We should go because I have my roller blades and you guys can roller skate.
Or
Let's
you could
do
come to
it.
Roller City. How big is Roller City?
Roller City's pretty big.
It's
Yeah.
big. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
Compared-
more areas for you to put your stuff and sit.
Yeah.
Where New Hampton, it's like you're putting all your
Yeah,
crap on
yeah, on
everybody's crap.
everybody's crap.
Next time we have a party over there for our gym,
Yeah.
I'll invite your family. You guys should come.
That would be so fun.
It'd be so fun.
Mhm.
We'll drive. That'll be
Okay.
good.
I know it is a big drive.
I can
for
show you my
guys,
roller
but-
skating moves.
Yeah, can you go backwards?
I
Can
I
you do cool
cannot go
stuff?
backwards. Can you go backwards?
Yeah.
Oh,
But like I said, I'm on the four skate, so I like
Yeah.
sway my hips.
okay.
Oh, see, that's too much
Yeah.
for me. I don't know how to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I rollerbladed, but the muscle memory's there. Like I can still
Yeah.
do it.
Craig's
Whereas
so nervous because
skating-
of his ankles.
But they're high ankle.
I know.
No, but it's still and
So
how
hard on your
tall he
ankles.
is.
Oh
yeah.
gosh,
When people
Craig,
our age or older fall, I am
It's rough.
absolutely terrified.
it's rough.
gutting.
I'm not. I never laugh at any of those videos when people are getting hurt.
I know America's
No.
Funniest Home Videos when old people used to fall or like people used. I'm like, I
can't-
never laugh.
That's so hard.
Yeah.
On people.
It's stressful.
And everyone's laughing. I'm like, I would not be laughing,
Mm-mm.
nor would I
No.
be filming.
No.
Can't handle that.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Wow. Wow.
Well, on that note,
On
if
that
you're
note,
old.
if you're old, leave
watch
a walker
yourselves.
in the comments.
Do they have?
I think they have a grandma picture emoji.
A grandma,
Yeah,
and
leave a
grandpa
grandma or
picture.
grandpa in the
Yeah.
picture in
Yes.
the comments.
If you listened all the way through.
That's
all the way
funny.
through. Thanks for listening. This has been Hannah.
Hold on.
Wait, what?
I have a friend, my very good
Ooh.
friend Reagan,
Ooh.
who does not know the difference between your two voices.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I'm like,
Ever?
you guys don't sound. Yeah, she told me that. She's like, I don't know who said it. I have such a hard time listening between Hannah and Sarah.
Okay, I'll talk in the British accent. Wait,
That was,
sounded-
like,
that's
Indian.
not-
That was
That was-
Jamaican.
That was like you sounded like an Indian man.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe we should introduce ourselves with our voice. And then it's like, we do that every single episode.
Yeah, we do.
Twice an episode.
Which I feel like our voices are very distinctive. We don't sound like each
Yes.
other at all.
No.
That's hilarious.
I thought so too. So if you are like my friend Reagan.
Although she's only met us in person, I think one time.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yes.
it just you have to put the name to the face or the voice to the
Yes.
face, maybe, and
Yeah.
then
suppose.
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, I'm apparently very distinct. But she's also been listening to my voice for over 20 years
Yeah,
now. so-
exactly.
Oh, funny.
That's funny.
Okay.
Shout out Reagan.
Yes. Hi, Riggs.
Hi, Reagan.
And
And shout out Danielle. I was
Yes,
just driving
because
on
I'm
the
sure
way to work.
Danielle's listening.
Yes, always.
And Gabe. Gabe's usually listening too.
Hello,
so,
Gabe.
yes.
Hello, Nathan. Nathan listens.
Nathan Burchett, yep.
And
He's been on the
Diana.
pickleball game with
Yep.
us.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
pickle.
Oh yeah, I forgot that
Miley.
Diana asked you about that. Yeah.
Miley
Mhm.
usually listens.
Miley.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We've got
Yes.
our followers there.
Oh, some people told me. Oh man, I wish I could remember who it was. I don't remember, but some people told me that they listened, and I was like, "Oh, what?" And because they were asking me like, "Where have you guys been?" And I was like, "I didn't even know that you guys listened."
guys
Oh my gosh!
Shout out to those people.
Yeah, I wish I could remember who you were.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, Hannah, continue.
This has been Hannah.
And Calissa.
Sarah.
Bye.